Hey, so I'm Luna, and today I want to talk to you about emergency contraception. Now, I thought it was called the morning after pill, but you can take it at any time of the day. The sooner you take it, the better, but you actually have about 3 days. So why take emergency contraception? Well, because you've had an accident. You've had sex and you didn't use a condom, or it broke, and now it's an emergency. Why? Because you might get pregnant. But don't worry, emergency contraception can help. Now, first things first, there's a lot of BS about emergency contraception.
It'll make you really sick. It's an abortion.
It'll make you infertile, and then you won't be able to have any babies.
It causes babies to be deformed.
You know you have to be 18 to get it, right?
You do realise it causes cancer.
What? Whoa, none of those myths are true. If anyone tells you emergency contraception will hurt you, is an abortion, will somehow in any way harm a baby, or will give you cancer, they're totally wrong. You don't have to be 18 to get it. You don't even have to be 16. And the truth is, emergency contraception is used many times a day in Australia, and it's safe. Yes, once you take it, it might make you a little bit queasy for a while. Might. And your next period might be a little strange. Might. But that's about as bad as it gets. It definitely doesn't stop you from having babies in the future. Even if you take it too late and it doesn't work and you go on to have a baby, it won't harm the baby. And it is definitely not an abortion. Emergency contraception stops you from getting pregnant in the first place. So how can it be abortion if you're not even pregnant? So how do you get it? Well, actually, it's pretty simple to get in Victoria. You just go to a pharmacist and ask for it. And it usually costs less than $20. Lots of women ask a pharmacist for it every day. The pharmacist will have to ask you some questions, either on a form or face-to-face, but you don't have to put your name on the form and it's all confidential. They're only asking questions so they can make sure that it's a safe medicine for you to take. They do that for lots of medicines, not just this one. And if you're worried about the questions, click the link below to see a list of things they usually ask and things they definitely shouldn't ask. And remember, you can always ask to speak to them in a private room or space. Sometimes, very rarely, you may go to a pharmacist who doesn't want to sell it to you. That's not your fault, and you should keep trying. Emergency contraception is a legal medicine and you have every right to use it. Seriously, emergency contraception is a good option if you've recently had unprotected sex and you don't want to get pregnant. It just makes sense. Anything else? Yes, timing. Make sure you take emergency contraception as soon as possible. It can work up to 3 days after you've had sex, but the sooner you take it, the better it works. And if it's more than 72 hours since you've had sex, you need to see a doctor. No contraception is 100% effective, so if you don't get your period when you expect it or you're having irregular bleeding, go see your doctor. Emergency contraception is safe, it's effective, and it can help you in an emergency. Now, if you have any questions, make sure you see a health professional, like a doctor or a sexual health nurse. It's probably a good idea to see them anyway, because if you've had unprotected sex, you might want to talk to them about STIs and future contraception. When you take emergency contraception, it'll only protect you this one time. It won't protect you from any future unprotected sex. And hey, good luck. Remember, a lot of people talk a lot of hoo-ha about emergency contraception. Ignore them. This film was made by the Royal Women's Hospital, and they know what they're talking about. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today, and I'll see you next time. Emergency. I can do this. Emergency contraception. Yeah.